Hey guys, welcome into the Rams house. Thank you so much for stopping into the channel. And today's topic is going to be about who should really replace that edge rusher spot that Leonard Floyd did so well this year, because if you don't know, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent, and I'm guessing he's going to go to the Chargers with Brandon Staley. So we're gonna have to find a replacement for him, either in free agency, draft, or trade. Now Aldon Smith is one of the guys. If you don't know, he's been on several teams. He kind of had a redemption story last year with the Cowboys, and he does not have a contract, which is why this could be such a good deal. But there's also a lot of other reasons and a lot of other things that he brings to the table. So here's this contract that he signed last year. It goes through 2021, and the Cowboys don't want to re-sign him. I think this is definitely a huge guy that we could bring in, because he did only have 5 sacks, but he was getting off the edge really quick. And you know, from past years, when an edge rusher joins up with Aaron Donald, it just automatically makes them better. And we saw that with Leonard Floyd, we saw that with Dante Fowler. And then when those guys are going to leave, I'm guessing they're going to do the best. So, you know, if you bring in a guy like this who already has loads of talent, who came back into the NFL last year, I think that this guy would be definitely worth it. Now, since he was at that $2 million signing last year, and he did have a pretty good year for himself, I'm guessing he's going to take a little bit of a bump in salary where he goes up just a bit more, but I wouldn't expect too much. Maybe it at most goes up to $4 million, but even so, that's a very cheap player. And we've known the Rams to build around guys like Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, you know, the big player type of guys, big name type of guys, especially Aaron Donald. And it just automatically makes them better with just being out there throughout the year. We've seen it time and time again. So taking a guy who already has the talent and kind of broke out for himself last year, because his past years weren't the best, and you know, having that and then including him with Donald and with Raheem Morris, I think this would definitely be a huge signing for us. And it's not out of the picture because he does not cost that much. At the end of the day, he's pretty cheap, and you're getting a guy who has loads of talent. And when you pair him up with Donald, that's just going to help in the long run, because I did like Leonard Floyd a lot, because he not only played the edge really well for passing and got that pressure, he also did really well against the run. And I think that's the same thing that Smith brings to the table. He's also really good at stripping the ball out too, so that could also be an advantage for us. I know from watching him in week 1 of the regular season against us, the Rams and Cowboys at SoFi, I remember he was getting off that edge fast. He was putting pressure on Goff. He sacked him a couple times. And so this guy, I've already watched him. I've already loved him. Even when he was back on the 49ers, I loved the way he played. And then watching him again on the Cowboys, I wasn't sure if he was going to be as good because he was returning to the NFL. But then when I saw what he was able to do against us, he seems like an all-pro talent. And, you know, pairing him up with that guy, Aaron Donald, and pairing him up with the great cornerbacks in the backfield. I know that sometimes we don't know who's going to still be around for the Rams as far as the secondary goes, but you know, I think we're still going to be a very skilled defense, and putting Aldon Smith in there I think could really fill the void for Leonard Floyd, because he has a lot of the similar traits and some better ones in my opinion. And whenever the Rams sign an edge rusher, it always just seems to make them better. You know, you saw what happened with Dante Fowler. He looked crazy with us, but as soon as they left Aaron Donald and went to the Falcons, he had a very bad year. And I'm not trying to bash him or anything, but that's just the type of effect we get with the Rams. So I think Aldon Smith is a huge signing for us. He's cheap, and I think he would be a huge solution. He could have another 10 sack game, or 10 sack season like Leonard Floyd did, easily. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Again, thank you for stopping into the Rams house. God bless, and horns up.